Yeah, welcome to the Noisecast. Take a seat and just listen up, you dumbass. We're gonna talk about stuff and shit, and when we're all done, maybe you can suck our lollipops. Cool, baby. What, you expect me to say like dick? Or wiener? Wiener. Sweet, dude.
Hey, welcome to Very Noise. This is the podcast where we talk the shit. This is me, Xcaliborg, from the south. We have some beautiful people with me, and here they are.
Yo, this is your boy Zeromaster, the noise boy from the north.
I'm Skoringo, the noise boy from the west.
I'm Doom TV, and I hate this gimmick already, but I'm the noise boy from the east.
You fucked it up, Doom. You fucked it up.
Yeah.
I told you I was gonna do that.
Yeah, you're right. You did. You planned this.
Yeah,
I gave you fair
he
warning.
did plan it.
The fair warning. Well, yeah. So, welcome all.
Quite.
We got ourselves.
That was incredibly Australian. I just gotta say.
Yeah. G'day. So, I don't know. Like, I woke up this morning, basically.
Okay.
As you do, and I think it was my friend James. He's like, "Yo, have you seen the new Diva skin?" I'm like, what?" And it's like the fucking one that I've wanted. This forever.
Oh, so you're finally getting Overwatch waifu skin that's like official.
Yeah,
now?
I'm like, oh, if Diva doesn't get a school
Wait.
skin.
There's a new fucking Diva skin?
Yes,
and I had
check
no
it
idea.
out. Check it out.
No,
please.
so
Right
so
now.
there is actually a new Diva skin, and I was like,
Yeah,
oh my
and
god, I
because
need to
Charles
link
was
Jordan
the one that
this now.
tagged me in it. Yeah. I was like, oh sweet.
It's
Wait,
just
I
like
can't find
generic
it.
schoolgirl Diva.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
sure
great though. Like it's.
I'm sure if you like go to Bing or whatever, you can find it.
Bing.
There's a lot
Who
of
fucking
Pornhub
uses
on.
Bing? Oh, wait, I shouldn't say that. Only Rokaka uses Bing.
There's a lot of
shout
Pornhub
outs.
stuff.
He does
going
Bing
around for that.
points.
But yeah, no, I was like, whoa, this is it's actually great.
Wait.
Finally,
what is
Jeff
this
Kaplan
one?
has listened to me.
God, why is it take so long to load the fucking page? I just want to see what the skin looks like. God damn it. I hate all these. Okay. I know this is going under the thing, but can I rant about this? I fucking hate news sites now where they're gonna load all this fucking video bullshit that nobody cares
Yeah.
about. I just
Yeah.
want to see the skin. That's all I
Yeah.
want. Why?
Everything's just sort of like over the top now. They have to try and impress everybody. I don't understand.
They gotta add all
I
these
still
bells
can't
and
see the
whistles. They
fucking
can't just
skin.
be like,
See,
here's your stuff. No, we gotta impress you with all these bells and whistles and videos and
God.
links and cookies.
I
That's
searched
every
new
news
Diva
site,
skin and
though.
it shows
Yeah.
me old Diva
It's
skins.
absurd.
Simplicity.
Oh, wait.
I just went on
she's
Twitter.
like-
The first thing I saw was the Diva skin on Twitter. I was like, whoa.
Oh my
damn.
god, is it the one where she has the round glasses and
Yes,
the
she has
skirt?
the cute
and the-
little round
Oh
glasses.
my god, I
Yeah.
want this skin now. Why have I not? Why do I not
I was
have
like,
it
maybe
Yeah,
I need to buy Overwatch again.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, I never play Overwatch anymore, ever. I've got a bunch of friends that do every night. My housemate is obsessed with it, but like, just there's nothing good about it unless the skins are good, right? And
Bro,
this
I have to stream this on Tuesday now. I was gonna finish Chrono Trigger, but fuck
well,
that. I'm
well,
doing
the
this.
skin doesn't come out until actually, yeah, I think it will be Tuesday for you. So when the skins drop, might as well. It'll be hot.
Oh,
it'll be hot
the
shit.
21st.
21st, yes. Correct.
Nice. Yes.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect. Yeah, no. So I don't know. It was pretty great. I never really play the game anymore because it's kind of toxic. But you know, whatever.
Do you play on PS4?
I always
can't
like-
remember.
I mean, most games
Yeah,
are.
PS4.
I
Yeah,
think we
most
all
games
have
are.
PS. I think we all had it for PS4 because I think we all.
Well,
used
you
to play
fuckers
it.
should come to my
We all used to
stream on
squad up,
Tuesday and we'll
was
play
a lot
it.
of fun.
Oh, fucking do that! I have a few days off, so
Oh, sweet.
that sounds pretty good to me.
I gotta like re-download it, or not even re-download it. But you know how like Overwatch will be like, "Hey, here's an update for you," and if you
Oh,
haven't
yeah.
played in like months,
12
you gotta do,
updates.
like,
Yeah.
and so that's gonna take like a day.
Well, see, that's the thing about Overwatch is when you get
Yeah.
an update, at least on the console version, it reinstalls the game because it has to download the entire game again.
Yeah,
for some
every
fucking
I don't
reason.
know.
Ridiculous.
Do you know what's even worse? Xbox
What?
One. So, story, I guess we'll go from one to another. I bought an Xbox One probably like maybe 3 or 4 years ago, and
I'm so sorry.
I didn't
3 or 4
realize.
years now.
Yeah, I didn't realize how fucking annoying it is to update and download things because I think the Xbox actually saves the whole game onto your console,
Yeah,
right?
it kind of
And
does.
so
yeah.
but it takes like 6 hours for us because we're Australian, right? Now the internet's shit.
Fuck.
So, like, it takes even longer. So I bought, what is it, Halo 5. I'm like, hell yeah, I can't wait to play Halo 5, right? Because it was the hot thing at the time. And, yeah, it took like 7 hours for me to even play it. And I had to work the next morning. So I was like, well, I guess this will just be downloading overnight. I woke up and it was not even halfway done. It was just ridiculous, like, how long things take with that console.
Man, fucking remember when you bought a game and it was done?
Yeah, just
Yeah.
you bought a game, you put it
Yeah.
in, and there you go. The most you'd have to do is save it on your memory card.
Yeah, that's literally it. I
I want memory cards to come back so bad.
Same!
Oh my god.
I miss the inconvenience of having like 8 memory cards and not remembering what the good file was saved on.
Yeah.
Do you know what?
Yeah.
There's
I love the
actually
novelty
a
of
show I
them.
really...
What's that?
I was gonna say, there's actually a show I really like. Shady J, who's one of the Game Chasers, does a show called "What's on the Memory Card." So sometimes he'll buy a memory card and then just load it up on the console
Oh
and
shit!
see if
that's
he has
actually
the
a
games.
really good
That's
idea.
really cool.
Yeah,
It's
he'll
like
see if he has the
memory
games. Like
cards.
a lot of them have like because he's from Texas. A lot of people fucking love wrestling down there. So he'll just like he'll have like all the wrestling games, and he'll every time he buys a memory card, oh, this person's got to create a wrestler. I guess I better grab that wrestling game and see. And it's
Oh my
always
God.
hilarious.
Oh my
shit.
god, that's I actually low key really like that because as somebody who plays a lot of those games and did some of the like character created shit with like back in the day, that was the only way to see it. But now they do this thing on the games where people upload all their shitty creator wrestlers right up so anyone can download them.
Dude, that was my
So you-
jam. Creating like
Create a character.
stupid characters on Tony Hawk Pro Skater or something.
Oh
like,
my god, I know.
I used
right?
to actually create my whole like family on, on Tony
know,
Hawk Pro
I
Skater.
actually have a Tony Hawk.
Hey
Pro
mom,
Skater
you just
character.
did a 900, you did? Or however you
Sorry, what was that,
sound.
Charles?
Oh, I was saying, like, for those created character games for Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, I remember at one point one of my creative characters, I think it was for Tony Hawk Underground, was I called him Neon Lincoln, and it was like Abe Lincoln, but he had like orange hair, and he looked like he was going to a rave. It was the
Neon
best.
Lincoln.
I got to complete the fucking story mode with him.
Oh my god.
Oh, speaking of creative stuff, have any of you guys downloaded some of the fucking creator levels in Smash? Oh my god!
Yes.
Yeah,
I need to get a
I
Switch to be able
have.
to do that, but I've seen so many, and people are just way too creative.
I downloaded Shaq and I downloaded steamed hams, and there's a few others I downloaded.
I
I've
saw
seen the
one where it
Steamed
was like,
Hams one.
don't they have like one where it's like Isabel's like thighs or ass or something like that?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
It probably got taken down too.
probably
I got
did.
the one that was. I got the one that was literally like the aesthetic. You know, like like the
Oh,
generic
God.
aesthetic thing.
Yeah.
And it's those colors like the purple, the bright neon purples and
Yeah,
pinks and shit.
yeah.
Yeah, that one's great.
I call those sad boy colors.
Yeah, sad boy. Yeah, sad boy stage. That's basically what it was.
That boys gotta stick together. Nihilist.
Do you guys remember like how Nintendo would get mad when you did like your own weird like mods and community stuff? And they've given us 2 games to just basically troll off of and upload for free. Like how many like weird troll levels of Mario Maker did you see?
Oh
That
my
were, like,
god!
Ridiculous.
It's only
amount.
gonna get better because they added slopes and so much shit to the new one. It's gonna be amazing.
Yeah,
I can't wait.
The new one looks pretty interesting. I'm not the biggest fan of like Mario Maker and stuff. Like, to be honest, if they made like a Mario Kart where you could just create your own tracks, I would
Oh,
just
that
shit
would be the
myself.
sweetest.
That would be.
I'm
I feel
assuming
like
that's
that'd
the
be a lot
only
of fun.
thing they could basically do now that isn't like
The closest thing they
Not
ever
bad.
did was the last closest thing they ever did was the F-Zero GX DD editor where you
Yeah,
if
yeah.
had
You
the-
could basically make all your own like level designs and shit like that, just like the way the track looks.
Well, there
Right.
was a racing game. I think it was called Mod Nation Races, and you would just create tracks, and it was very detailed.
Oh,
for
is
a
that what you
PlayStation
did in that game?
3. Yeah, Mod
Yeah.
Nation Races was just create.
Oh my
tracks.
god, I gotta get that.
It was actually, interestingly enough, it was very detailed, and we made some fucking awesome tracks. My friend and I, back in high school, it would have been when it was released. We just made some fucking awesome tracks. I think recreated a few from Mario Kart for as much as you could in that game.
Nice.
It was real cool.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
it was rad.
I love
I
how
do
we
like-
bounced by like 3 things there, by the way.
That's fine, dude. It's called the tangent hole. We're gonna go.
I
we're
know.
gonna go
I'm
real
saying
deep
I
in that
love it.
I
tangent
kind of
hole.
want to touch on something. You were bringing up your friend's
Yeah.
series about memory cards. Do you guys remember back in the day when demo discs were a thing and like?
Oh my
yeah.
God.
So when the
Fucking
PS2
lootly.
era. of
Okay,
demo
there
discs-
was this PS1 game that I remembered from a demo disc from a long time ago, and I forgot what it was. And then recently, we found the demo disc and we realized what it was. The game was called Silent Bomber, and
Okay.
it came out here, but it's a really hard to find game. My brother actually ordered a European copy of it to try and play it because I have a modded PS1, and so he just went through that entire game and realized it's a huge like game. It's just literally a game where you're a dude and you drop bombs behind you and that's it. But it's so imaginative and overly Japanese. I love it.
Overly
It's
Japanese.
absurd.
Yeah,
but,
the
like,
demo
nah,
discs.
So check it. Like, in the
Yeah, the
PS2
demo
days,
discs-
the demo discs. I've just
Oh,
like
you-
real
you
quick,
go-
like
you go,
could
Charles.
download shit. Like there would be demo discs which have like completed unlockables for the game already. Like I was a big fan of like the Dragon Ball Z Budokai games, and like whenever a demo disc would come out, where it's like if you download this, you can have all the characters immediately. I'm like, I need that fucking. I would need to get that like as soon as possible. It was the best.
Yeah, the Budokai games are great. Or, like the demo disc. The things I like about the demo disc mostly, which is pretty funny, is the music. They had some really cool fucking like.
Jams.
I don't know how to explain it. It was like these real unique jams that you can actually find on YouTube. You just type in demo disc PlayStation music and it just literally comes up. It's fucking awesome.
Is it a live stream that's good studying music?
No.
I hate those.
With the sad anime girl with the headphones.
Or it's
Yeah.
like an anime girl in a robot in space playing video games, and it's just like
Yeah.
a 3 like image GIF, and it just loops the entire time.
Yeah, just loops, and it plays the fucking the fucking music. It's great.
Oh, let's keep that going for 24 hours so we can get this as a cool
Oh, yeah.
hangout.
We can actually get this as a hangout instead of a podcast.
Oh,
It'd actually probably be a bit more successful. Let's be real.
God damn it.
I got a really weird fucking demo disc thing I have to bring up. I got a POD album way back in the day, and it came. It came
is
with
gonna be
like a
good.
fucking PlayStation 2 demo disc and this fucking game. It was almost like early Guitar Hero, except you were a little spaceship and you were shooting noise blocks. And as soon as you did enough, you'd clear the whole section, and then you could jump over to the next one and like just play a whole POD song. And I don't even know if the game was ever released, but I played that demo disc
except
like
on my demo disc, it
9,000
was
times.
I played that, except on the demo disc I was doing, it was a garbage song. It was I can't remember the song, but it was by Garbage.
Guys,
That's
we
so-
have to find this demo disc and edit and capture the footage so it can become our podcast video intro.
There you go.
Because
That'd be
you
great.
said you shot noise, so there we go.
No,
There you go. The
yeah, you're like
noise.
a little
Noise.
fucking spaceship, and you just go around and you use your bumper buttons or your L, R, R2, whatever, and just shoot stuff. And then you jump over and do it again. And there was like a little robot in the corner with like a guitar, and he moved like 5 seconds at a time, and like he had like a weird like turntable that he was holding sideways. It was a really cool game. Like it had a lot of really cool visuals and and shit like that. But I always thought it was strange that came in like a POD fucking CD.
That is very.
That's
odd.
hilarious. We need to find this so we can have that aesthetic.
I feel like I know that game too. Like I played that before for sure.
It's not like frequency or anything, is it?
I feel like it may exist.
I don't know.
Like.
No, it definitely
Like
exists.
some-
Trust me, I
some-
No,
played
it
it.
does.
It exists.
But sorry, it may have. Sorry, I didn't say that, but it may have existed in like my life as well. Because it sounds like something I've actually I don't know played before, or even at least seen before.
Oh, dude, it's Amplitude. That's the game.
Amplitude, that's what it
yeah.
was.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think I have that. I could record footage of that.
That's funny as fuck.
because I'm actually went to the CD page and I don't see anything about it, and I was hoping this wasn't one of those things that like I weirdly came up with in my head.
In a fever
But I'm so
dream.
glad to know that it was real the whole time.
Dude,
I've
how
done
many
that
fever
before.
dreams do you have?
A lot.
He has them a lot.
Yeah, I have a lot of weird dreams.
I had a dream last
Sometimes
night.
he'll tell me a
that,
dream and I'm like, Corey, that actually exists. And he's like, no, it doesn't. I'm like, yes, it does. And I show him and his mind is blown.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
that's usually how it goes.
Yeah, because I think like I try to put like bullshit out of my head, like try to forget about it. So I think I write a lot of it off as a dream, and then Chuckles will be like, "No, that's real," and I'm like, "What?"
Well, that brings me to another point. Like, I had a I had a fucking dream last night. I don't know. It's very weird, but I was, I think, supposed to have surgery. I think that was the whole underlying theme of this dream. Mm-hmm. And this lady kept saying, "All right, you're gonna have surgery." And every time I needed to go have surgery, I said, "Look, be right back. I gotta go pee first before I sit on this table and go in for surgery." And for some reason, every time I did that, it would just reverse back in time. It was so weird. It was so like, it doesn't make any sense, because like I could just walk back and be like, "All right, I'm done." But every time I did that, I was reversed back in time, and she's like, "That's the first time she sees me." And goes, "Oh, you ready for your?"
You know why it was? It's because you saw Killer Queen. Killer Queen's third bomb.
No,
Bites the
that's
dust.
Bites the Dust you're thinking of.
Yeah.
Yeah, bites with the. I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about.
It's
Yeah,
JoJo.
what the fuck are you guys talking about?
It's fucking JoJo, okay?
Oh, JoJo.
It's a JoJo.
Oh, that might
Joey
be like-
JoJo.
So
from
now,
The Simpsons.
because this is going up on my channel, everyone's gonna know that I've never watched JoJo's and probably never will.
Well, now
and
you fucking... Dude, it's
that-
in English on Netflix now, if you want to
Yeah,
watch
but
the
I
dub.
got like 600 other things to watch on Netflix. Like
It
Black
takes
Mirror.
no time. Just fucking watch JoJo's.
Dude.
Just drink the
Dude, here's
Kool-Aid
the
of
thing.
a Rocky Sensei.
Do you have a fucking watch list, Zero? Because sometimes when somebody throws something in, you have to move it around your mental watch list. Like, I got 90 things I should be watching right fucking now, but instead I'm doing this podcast, and I usually just end up watching, like, old Vine compilations or dumb meme mashups.
Yeah, it's meme compilations for me. Like, that's basically what it is. Because it's just loud noises and people farting and shit.
Try not to fap. Wait, what?
Try not to fat compilation.
Oh, yeah, that was another thing.
Here's a picture of Diva's asshole. Oh, wow.
That's
Her
another
actual
thing. Like,
asshole.
fucking the other day, I jokingly mentioned in the Discord that I have like this dream. It wasn't even a dream. I was watching one of those compilations, and I found the cringiest thing like I've ever seen in my life. And it was that kid where he's eating dinner with his family, and he's got like his Vine up. And he's like, "This chicken is almost as juicy as my ass." And you see the disappointment in his family's face immediately. That kid's famous because of that, and his parents are so disappointed in him.
You know what my favorite one?
Wait, I thought you said this was a dream when
Okay.
you said that.
Yeah, I was joking that it was a dream.
So, guys, I'll be right back. Keep going.
Okay.
Okay.
No, so that actually reminds me of like this one Vine that I fucking love, and I don't know the name of the person who made it, but it's a really quick one. It's like the first shot is like macaroni being mixed, and it's making like, you know, the butter and the pasta mixing
the
together, and then
mushy
it cuts to the guy, and he's
mushy
like right
pussy
next to his
sound.
mother. "That's what good pussy sounds like," and then
Sounds
the
like-
mother
Oh,
just looks at him, "Lamar."
Is this just what we're doing now? The episode 1 is just us going through the Vine graveyard of shit
The
that we
Vine's
liked.
greatest.
I mean, we've gone through like 6 different topics already, so
Oh,
we're doing
Jesus.
fine.
No, I just had to
Yeah,
like talk about
that's
that
a-
because like the whole juicy asshole chicken just made me think of
It's
that.
so true.
Dude, I hate those fucking compilations, but it's just like great background noise. Like I'll find myself if I like want to go to sleep, I'll just put on like an hour compilation of that, then fall asleep, and then I wonder why I'm not like a well-adjusted human being.
Like it pisses me off in a sense too, because like these compilation channels have like 2 million, and all they've done is put like,
It's
a
just
bunch
re-uploads.
of everyone else's stuff. Yeah. And, like, we're fucking sitting here with like 5 subscribers, but like in reality, it's just hilarious, and I can see why people subscribe to it, because then they know, you know, when's the compilation coming out. Oh, I want to see the new fucking funny memes.
Why don't you just look up the memes already? They're already on YouTube. That's what
I guess
because
because they're all in one thing. People don't have to keep clicking and checking and shit. Like, I don't know.
I guess that's fair.
See, I remember sometime last year I found this channel. And I don't want to give them any clout, but all they fucking did was they would find like funny Twitters and shit, and
Yeah.
like screen cap them and have that shitty robot voice speak out what was being said. And it's great because sometimes obviously
Oh, I
what's
love
being
that,
said in
yeah.
the tweet doesn't translate well with the robot voice, so it's even funnier. But it'd just be like 15 minutes of that shit, and like there'd
I
be
think
some
it's-
good ones.
I think it's fucking hilarious. I know exactly what that is. It's just like
Yeah,
my
and the dude would up.
It's like my wife's boyfriend bought me Chipotle.
My wife's boyfriend bought me Chipotle. Big win. But it's funny because that dude like uploaded a video every fucking day, and I was like, how much time do you have? And then I'm thinking it's gotta be like a bunch of people. But I think it's funnier if I just think in my mind that it's one dude every day and that's his life.
Yeah, he probably
That's
does.
his- that's
and he
his
earns
9 to
money for
5.
it as well. No, that's his 9 to 5. Just goes hello, 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 hello. I am robot. Hello.
Yeah, and then he's just fucking sitting there. Like the best part is like whenever there's like a big meme or whatever, like the Donald Trump meme where it's like "Thank you, Kanye, very cool" or whatever.
Yeah.
It'd be like some other random thing. Like Kanye puts up 122 points in a wheelchair basketball game, and then it's like "Thank you, Kanye, very cool."
I haven't seen the video for this yet, but like one of my favorite movie directors apparently met Kanye West, and I want to see that video to know what happened.
Oh my god, Kanye.
I want Nardwar to do a thing with him. Do you guys know about Nardwar?
That sounds
who's
familiar.
Nardwar is this fucking dude, and I've watched hours of his fucking shit. Like, what he'll do is he'll like interview. He's from Canada, so Zero probably knows about him. But like, he'll do like interviews with fucking like major musicians, and the guy knows a scary amount of shit about people. Like, I think like he could be an undercover Fed for all we know. Like, but he'll be
Probably
like.
is.
Like, he'll be sitting there talking to, like, I don't know, Lil Nas X or whatever, and be like, can you please tell us about Miss Jenkins? And he'll be like, you mean my 3rd grade social studies teacher? Like,
God.
that's how in-depth he gets. Like, he knows.
That's scary.
And he gives gifts. He gives gifts, and he's like the coolest guy ever. Like he does interviews, and he'll give people, like, records and shit.
Oh.
He'll be like,
That is kind of
"Since
like a unique thing, though. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's not enough of that shit online as well. Uniqueness, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of things are the same now. You know, like as we were saying before, meme compilations are just basically what YouTube is now, and reactions, and also Ninja. You know, that's basically like the extent of YouTube.
I went to the grocery store today, and they got Ninja on boxes of Red Bull. Like
What?
his shitty
What?
face. Yeah.
You're joking me. I know he's
No.
sponsored by Red Bull, but you're fucking joking me.
No, like I saw it today, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" Like I'm thinking
That-
about it in my head.
That is that is peak. That is
I
peak
bet you,
internet
how much do y'all want to bet
fandom.
that years from now we're gonna see Sonic Fox on a box of Wheaties?
Oh, fucking Sonic Fox. And his what was it? His alter ego. His nemesis, which it's like Shadow Wolf, and he's a straight non-furry but wears the fursuit just to like it's
smite him.
great.
Wait,
he's
wait, is he-
he's a white cis male straight who wears a fursuit only because he needs to wear the fursuit.
Oh wait, I know exactly who the fuck you're talking about because I saw him.
Sonic Fox is he's the gay furry.
He's the furry guy who did a picture with Kofi Kingston.
brown gay furry.
That's
yeah.
exactly how I know about him because he did the picture with Kofi Kingston, and Kofi's wearing his fur hat thing, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to know what that smells like on the inside. Kofi's a brave man.
Like I have nothing against him. It's just I just find it hilarious.
I actually kind of have
you know-
a little bit of respect for him, not for the gaming, but like he recently So get this. So apparently he was like facing some bullcrap from some like some social just type people, and like
Oh my god, is this just that meme that was? like,
so he shared a meme with the girl from Zombie Girl, and it says "Be gone, turf." And apparently somebody reported the meme in UK Parliament, and there's an actual shot of
and they
UK
brought it
Parliament
up.
showing the meme as a means of like why they
and
need
then
to
one of
censor
the
him.
one of the girls at the table's like
Holding it.
laughing
She's holding the meme.
and holding it, but then one of them, like the one next to her, is laughing at it. It's so
It's
funny.
just, it's like memes have entered Parliament. This generation is a joke.
This is a fucking straight up joke.
Did you ever think that at some point in time, like our forefathers who like died in wars and shit like that, like we're thinking like, yeah, someday people are gonna post images with shitty Comic Sans on it on like the internet, which we
And
don't know what
it'll
that
just
is
say,
yet.
and it'll just say beef sandwich, and like everyone will laugh at it.
And like a small group of people are going to be so offended by beef sandwich that they're going to fucking bring it to Parliament.
It'll have an alien T-posing and it'll just say beef sandwich. That's basically
Somebody
what
make a
it
beef
is.
sandwich alien thing right now. That would be the best.
No, I can't do it now, but I will.
No,
I will
later.
I'll, just I'll try it. Just a grey alien T-posing, and I'll just have like beef sandwich written under it in fucking papyrus font or something.
Oh, dude, I fucking hate papaya. I hate fonts. Like, you ever fucking
So the single worst font out of every font is Hobo STD.
Okay.
Hobo STD is the worst font I've
Hobo
ever
STD,
seen. I used to
you
use
mean-
it. I used to use it because I thought it was cool.
I thought
holy
Hobo
fuck,
STD
you
is
see
what
it
you
Oh,
get
everywhere.
yeah, this fucking thing. Yeah.
I thought Hobo STD is
Hobo-
what you
oh my
get for
God,
slumming
it's
around the
terrible.
lower parts of town and looking for tang.
Yeah, it's literally all right. So our local town has a business. Let's use Hobo STD as the font. That's literally it. Anyway,
Yeah.
continue. I'm sorry to cut you off.
I was gonna
just
say,
needed to
like,
that.
like, you ever fucking, like find a band logo that you like? Like, Lamb of God is one of my favorite bands, and, like, I looked it up, and they literally just use a version of papyrus font.
I know,
And
it's so weird.
And it's like, oh, but it looks so cool when they do it. But when anybody else does papyrus, it looks like dog
It's
shit.
because it's the way it's layered out. It's like lamb and then of, very small, and God under the of, and it looks real good, right? If it was just a cross, it would look dodgy,
Yeah.
right?
yeah,
sorta-
like,
I mean, like technically, Dance
It's
Gavin
formatting,
Dance's
angles,
font is
highlighting.
very-
There's a lot to it.
It's a very simple font, but I guess it just works with Dance Gavin Dance because the way the font is written also sort of translates well with the album art. So like, because they always have the same sort of album art, same artist every time. So I guess like if the font is used well enough, but Hobo STD just looks shit anywhere. It doesn't matter what you do to it.
it looks like that font that you would pick for like back in the day when you had to make like a PowerPoint project and
Yes.
like school
Yes.
like that's the font you pick when you want to do something that you think is really cool, but it's really
But it
not.
really
The literal one that everyone would use is Hobo STD. Myself and Bryce were just like we'd be able to tell if it's Hobo STD without even thinking about it. Like, that's Hobo STD. We would look at it for a millisecond. We'd be like, that's Hobo STD. We'd walk down the street. There's a sign on one of the fucking fish and chip shops over here. Hobo STD. It's weird. I have no idea why. It's just, I guess it's the common font that everyone uses for like weird
go-to.
like fourth party fucking businesses.
You think like that pisses us off more because like we're all content creators and shit. We've all had to work with this shit and we see it so often. But like your regular mom and pa walking down the street aren't gonna be like, they're probably not even gonna fucking notice the sign. But it's shit that we notice.
Yeah,
There's
I
a
know.
tattoo-
It's so weird. Like if I'm watching a movie, I can like pick up on so many errors that like my ma and like so many others would not catch. It's like, okay, it's clearly there's way too much. Like, okay, a while back when I saw Bohemian Rhapsody in theaters, do you have any idea how many cuts are in that movie? Like actual cuts from shot to shot there are in one scene. In 1 minute, there's like 27 cuts. And that
Yeah, I know
bothered
what you're
the
talking
crap
about.
out of me.
I think I know what you mean, but the funny thing about that is with going to I guess editing and abridging.
Yeah.
Is like I tend to overcut a scene just so it flows quicker.
No,
so
no,
it seems like it's running
it's
quicker.
like the
It's
thing
me
was,
and
though-
Spencer do that all the time. It's good in cartoons, right?
Yeah, no.
Not
yeah,
in
no,
actual film.
the thing is, though,
unless
this
you're
is just-
trying to prove a point.
The scene I was
Like-
talking about, though, is just a conversation between a few guys at a freaking table, and it's like cutting. It's
Yeah.
like it's not even like it gives me a headache, and it just bothers me. and
Jordan,
nobody
did
else
you
sees
edit
that. Nobody
Bohemian
has a problem
Rhapsody
with
and
that.
not tell us?
Yeah, I edited Bohemian Rhapsody. I actually had to look at Rami Malek or whatever his name is for more than 5 minutes.
Oh, it's okay. At least you didn't have to look at Bryan Singer.
Yeah, Brian Singlet.
At
Hey,
least-
you guys don't know what a singlet is, right?
Yeah, I know what.
Oh yeah, I do. I watch wrestling. I know exactly
exactly
what a singlet is.
So a singlet is a wife beater, is what you call it over there.
Really?
I came
Yeah,
back
I'm
to
wa-
wife beating. What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm wearing I'm wearing one right now actually
Wearing
because
a
it's hot in
singlet.
my room.
Yeah, well, yeah, like I don't know why the fuck we're even talking about singlets. I can't
Singlets. You
even
just brought up
remember.
Also,
Singlets.
also tip for any chunky boys out there like me. Get a singlet or what is called a wife beater. Put it under your regular shirt and tuck it into your shorts and put another shirt over that. That way you never have one of those things where like you go to bend forward and maybe your shirt rides up a little bit and people see your whole lower back. Pro tip right there from me.
That doesn't happen to me because I don't go out
maybe-
enough. But also when I
maybe
work, I
I-
always have my shirt tucked in. So it's sort of
maybe I want them to look.
Oh yeah, that's right. You have that really, really nice lower back tattoo of like.
I
Grim
have
from-
a nice ass. Let me just say, my
Yeah,
ass.
but you also have that lower back
'Cause I am
tattoo of Grim from Billy and
thick.
Mandy doing the sick skateboarding trick.
I actually don't have any tattoos, but I
oh
want
my
one.
god, I want to
get.
get that now. That's great.
Wait, what
is it you know what I want?
want?
You know what I want for a tattoo, and I think only Jordan will get this. Is I want a sleeve of every Dance Gavin Dance album, like just going into each other because
Okay,
the artwork's
that would
all
be
the
fucking
same.
awesome. But like, funnily enough, my first tattoo I really want is the happiness like dude in the boat. That's like
Yeah.
the one tattoo I want the most.
Am I the
From
only
happiness.
dude with? Am I the only dude with tattoos in this whole thing?
I think
Yeah,
so.
probably.
Yeah.
I have too many.
I'm also want to get the Bloodborne fucking sigil. You know, the blood sigil from Bloodborne.
See, what I've been told by my friends who have tattoos, the worst thing is you get one and it's not enough. You've
Yeah,
gotta
it's
get
not
another
enough.
one.
Yeah, it's the
And
same
another one.
thing. Everyone
That's
says
why
it
I'm like,
here.
I want to do a sleeve because of all my favorite of all the Dance Gavin Dance albums because I'm like, well, that will be a whole thing.
Yeah, and that'd be a lot of work too.
But
Holy
first, I
moly.
gotta get over the fact that I'm a little bitch about needles.
It's really
like
not
that.
that bad though. Like
See-
it's uncomfortable, but it's not.
See,
that
I hate
bad.
needles too. Yeah, and that's exactly what my friends have been saying. It's a little bit uncomfortable. You get used to it though. After it's been, going for a while, you'll be like, oh, that's it. They're literally injecting you with a fucking black color.
See, here's how tattoos work. You get your very first tattoo, and you maybe show it off for like 6 months. You look at it every day, you think it's dope, and then maybe when you're like me, you get like 8 more tattoos. Like I got a tattoo probably June of last year, and now I don't even look at it. I don't even acknowledge that it exists. Like.
Yeah,
Unless somebody else points it out to you. Or...
Yeah, and then I don't. I look at them like, wait, what are you talking about? Oh yeah, I forget I have tattoos now because I have like 9 of them. And at this point,
that's
it's
normal,
just
I
like
guess.
it's a part of me now. So
Yeah, like it just becomes the norm. It's like I guess if you get a haircut, you just start going, man, this haircut's different. Like I'm not used to it, and then you just start getting used to it.
I also find tattoos great conversation starters. if
Oh,
you're trying to break the
100%.
ice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like there's this just an example. There's this I work for an IT company and I went for a coffee run one day because it was my turn to do it. And there's this new chick working at the Timmy's. This is how you know I'm Canadian. This is Tim Hortons.
Yeah.
And she has this awesome sleeve, and I'm like, "Oh my god, your tattoo's amazing!" And
Yeah.
then she showed me the whole thing, and it was like this, like raven and snake thing, and I was like, "Ah!" Oh,
is there a dragon there too? Was there a
Probably.
dragon?
I mean, I didn't see a dragon, but I was hoping.
Like, yeah, they are great conversation starters. Usually it's that or the color of someone's hair. That's how I sort of tend to, if it's a little
Oh my
wacky.
god, yes, hair
Like-
color. I love that shit.
Yeah, so
Same.
like, if I'll be in a bar or whatever here in Australia, and if they've got like teal colored hair, that'll be a conversation starter. I can say, I fucking love teal, man, and your hair looks great, and they'll be like, oh, thank
There-
you.
I
And that's
kinda
There's
like,
a-
I kind of like purple actually.
purple's red.
Whenever I see like really nicely done like dyed hair and whatnot, I'm like, I have to say, excuse me, I just want to tell you, I appreciate your hair.
yeah,
somebody
that's
who used
basically
to
what I
have-
say, yeah.
As somebody who used to have long green hair, like I appreciate that shit because I know the struggle.
Yeah, I've never dyed my. I will. Okay, so here's a story. When I was I'm gonna say 8. My mom was a how do you even explain it? She worked for L'Oreal, but it was a subcategory of L'Oreal called Matrix. I'm not even kidding. It was literally called Matrix.
Oh, I know about Matrix.
yeah,
Yeah,
they do
so-
hair dye and shit, right?
Yes, they do. But they just do a bunch of hair product and shit. Anyway, so she worked for Matrix, and she actually became like the head of like North Queensland of where I live, which is pretty cool. Anyway, so what happened was she'd be like, "Oh, you're gonna be basically my guinea pig. I'm gonna give you a bunch of product, but also I want to try dyeing people's hair." I'm like, "Sure, why not?" Me being 8 years old, why not? I got fucking frosted tips at 8.
You got frosted tips.
Dude, in high school, I got the opposite of frosted tips because I'm
What's
already blonde.
that? I've never heard
I
of
have
that.
blonde hair. I got
Oh,
like
you got
brown.
black.
Like black tips.
I got black tips, and they went and they.
Oh,
faded
you
in,
got the
like,
Guy Fieri
my-
tips, or wait?
Oh
is it-
my
Oh
god.
god.
But yeah, I got frosted tips at 8 years old. My mom's like, "This looks cool." I'm like, "Okay." And then I went to school, and everyone's like, "Wow, that's pretty cool." I'm like, "Oh shit!" It was cool at the time, but it's so lame now.
See, I've been debating on dyeing my hair for like a while, just because I want to dye my hair like gray or silver, just to see what I'm gonna look like when I'm an old man. Because like I'm getting old now, and I'm already noticing like grays and shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've got like one or two little things of gray in my hair, and I'm like, oh dear. It's only because it's like when my hair is shorter, you can tell that there's a bit of gray in there, but when it's longer, there's like no gray. But because I just recently got a haircut, there's like a small amount.
I'm seriously developing Reed Richards hair, where it's like mostly dark and then like large patches of like bits of gray that are slowly just gonna turn into large streaks and blocks.
Oh, you mean like on the sides, like the old cartoons, where it's like a weird zigzag for no reason, a gray on the side of your head?
Exactly.
I actually like that aesthetic.
That.
I want to be daddy. I want to be daddy bod. Fucking gray hair. That's basically what I'm gonna be. This gray is just on the. But that's the thing. Like my hair, it's never really been this short before, so I've never really noticed how, how gray parts can sort of like appear out of nowhere. Mm-hmm. And my beard, I had this long white strand in my beard when I had it quite long before. I'm like, what the hell? It's longer than every other part of my beard, and it was just pure white.
It was your calling to be a wizard.
It was my wizard hair, man. Like, it was just straight up.
And you can't get rid of it, because then like you're gonna grow 90 more, because that's how that works.
Yeah, and unfortunately I had to get rid of it, so I'm probably just gonna have white beard now after that. That's cool. I would
Jordan the White.
Fucking awesome. Jordan the fucking Wise, more likely.
Yes, hello. I'm going to give you the miracle cure of Vegemite on toast.
Yeah, you know what? Vegemite might as well just be a fucking cure for something. Because it tastes
Of course you fucking bring up Vegemite.
Fucking awful, the time
in the first cast, you might as well.
Dude, you brought up Tim Hortons and you live in Canada.
That's true.
And Doom brought up fucking wife beaters. No, wait, that was me.
Yeah,
I'm
just wearing
Okay,
one.
so what's next? Am I supposed to bring up California burritos?
Yeah,
Guns.
no, just bring
up guns.
No, Charles, bring up In-N-Out Burger, and I'll bring up like guns or something. Like,
Can I?
Oh, okay, wait.
Hey, guys.
I want to ask a question. Is In-N-Out Burger? Because I've only heard stories. Is it just one burger that you can change? Is that the story?
Wait, what do you mean?
In-N-Out.
how does
Burger.
In-N-Out work? How does it work?
Is it just like you just
it's
walk
just a
in
burger
and like
place,
it's the
dude.
one? No, but is it just one burger on the menu that you can change?
No, it's like you got single burger,
Oh.
double burger. You could do
Oh.
animal style. You could do like animal style, and there's like a lot of
But-
different.
Animal style? What the fuck is animal
hold on a
style?
second. No.
There's like caramelized onions
But-
and stuff. It's good.
But so it's not the same. It's not the one burger, but you could just upgrade it. Is that what it is, or is it?
it's pretty
Is
much-
it just a bunch of different burgers?
It's like, well, I mean, they're mostly the same burger, but it's like you could do single, double.
Okay,
Then there's
so
like
it's sort
because
of-
there's also secret menu options where like if you know like
secret menu.
Which is bullshit.
Okay, so what you have to do is you have to press up, down, left, right, circle, square.
No.
square, and then-
He's talking things like the Mc1035.
yeah,
if
like
you guys
we
know
have
that.
stuff like
Fuck
that.
is a
in
Mc
In-N-Out.
1035?
Okay, so Mc1035, it's not special anymore because it used to be a burger at McDonald's you could only get at 1035. It's a McMuffin, like an egg McMuffin, and a McDouble put together.
That
But
sounds
now they serve breakfast all day.
Wait,
you can get it
This is
anytime you
all
want.
so new to me. So there's secret menu things, right?
You've
Yeah.
never known about
What?
secret menu stuff. That actually
No,
surprises
I don't
me.
think Australia does that. I swear. We have an app that says you can have nuggets for half the price if you show us this barcode. That is the extent of
No,
our.
so like you can like get customized shit at certain places. It doesn't apply to
That
all
is
places, but like there are certain
nuts.
places where like if you know like the ins and outs in the lexicon, you can actually get like specially done stuff.
Probably the most popular one is the McGangbang.
Oh, I've heard.
Yeah, I was just about to bring that up. It's a McDouble, and then in between that is a full McChicken, and then there's
No, it's a junior chicken.
Is it a junior chicken?
I guess it depends where you are. I've always seen it as a
been
junior
living
chicken.
I've been living a straight up lie, but we don't have that shit here. I'm sure.
So
there's actually
here's the
something
thing-
I do want to try from McDonald's. It's called the Land, Sea, and Sky, and it's apparently like McDonald's burger. That's the land. Fillet of fish. That's the sea, and then the sky is a chicken.
Why does this sound like a horrible idea?
Apparently, it's
Well,
delicious.
let me tell you why it is, because the McGangbang, you wouldn't think, you think, okay, I can eat a McDouble and I can eat a junior chicken. But when you put them together, I don't know what it is, but there's some concoction that happens where it makes your stomach expanded to full capacity.
Yeah.
So, like, what happens is, I once ate a McGangbang once, and I couldn't eat for the rest of the day. But if I ate those sandwiches separately, I'd still be hungry later in a few hours.
Yeah, it's like-
I think it's because
like
it's
weird.
all at once. It's like a weird kind of. But like that's the thing. We don't have stuff like that. We don't have like those named burgers, right? What here in Australia? We sometimes get our own like the
Don't
Aussie,
act like there's not
the
a
Outback,
McDingo.
the Outback burger like that. Like for some reason we'll
Outback.
get that every 3 months, right? Because it's an Australian sort of thing. We don't call it McDonald's, we call it Macca's. And they actually have...
Mac.
That was... Okay, so Macca's, the idea of Macca's was just named by some random people once. And now McDonald's have used that.
dude,
and
dude,
now they
here-
call themselves Macca's, basically.
Here in Canada, we call it McDicks.
Yeah, no.
McD's. Isn't it
No, I
McD's?
also call it McDick's, like where I'm at. So it might
And
just be
also,
like it might be
also-
our time zone thing.
it might be also when you're going for a McDick's run, it's called badonkadonk. Don't ask me why, but whenever me and my friends would say, "Hey guys, you feeling badonkadonk?" We're like, "Oh yeah, badonkadonk," and we
We
just
just
go
say
to
Macca's
McDonald's.
run. That's literally what we call it, a Macca's run.
I
You going
just
for
say
the
to my
old
fr-
fucking Macca's run?
I just say, hey, you guys want to go to McDick's? And everyone's like, no,
Oh,
not
fucking
really. And
damn
I'm
it,
like,
you guys
yeah.
now want fucking McDonald's, dude. Like, fuck.
Me too, and I just ate dinner. God
Wait,
damn
did
it!
you guys know that McDonald's had a
Damn, wait.
McLobster?
Oh, that was fucking
my God.
trash.
It
It was
was.
so
Oh,
trash.
dude! Oh no, you just reminded
We've
me of
never
the.
had that.
Okay, I skipped out on the H3 video of the H3 video of the people mukbanging giant like lobsters and shit. But then my buddy showed it to me last night, and I thought I was gonna throw up.
Oh, it's so gross. It's so fucking disgusting. And like
It's-
a lot of that, I'm like, that looks like a great meal for a family, but it's just like one
The one
moderately
with the
attractive chick.
lady, the one with the lady just putting everything in like what was it,
Alfredo
Parmesan
sauce?
or whatever,
Yeah, no, it was
Alfredo
Alfredo
sauce.
sauce. It
I was like,
fucking
oh my
disgusting.
god. I was like, oh, I like Alfredo
what's
sauce.
Is that chicken Alfredo? That's like the sauce that you...
Well,
Yeah,
Alfredo
it's the
sauce in
white
general-
sauce.
Yeah,
What is that? Is
Alfredo
that the
sauce-
garlicky sauce? Is that the...
Yeah, it's all it is.
Okay,
Is
yeah.
it's like garlic, Parmesan, Romano, and heavy cream like blended together and heated up.
Okay, yeah.
Guys, can I throw a topic at you?
Go for it.
Yeah,
Real
go for it.
quick, I wanted to ask: have you ever heard of the McOrgy Supreme?
What is it?
No.
What is the McOrgy?
I just invented it. It's basically a McGangbang, except you get a double quarter pounder.
Hey, have you
get
ever
a
heard of this? I just invented it right now, so of course
Yeah.
you're not gonna fucking hear it. What the fuck, Corey?
Yeah, exactly. So you get people at home, go do this. You get the fucking double quarter pounder. You split that in half. Then you put the whole regular ass McChicken on it, or whatever southern style chicken sandwich they have. Slap that right in the middle. Cover it in fries and mac sauce, and close it up. And die before you finish it.
I was gonna say, like, that just sounds like death. Like, you've invented death.
exactly.
Sounds like-
You've
What's
invented
bigger
a
than a
coronary.
gangbang? An orgy.
All right.
They called it.
So,
they should
Alright.
call it the McCoronary.
So
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 go
let me-
for it, Zero. You had something to say.
yeah. Well,
okay, so here's a topic I want to throw at you guys. This is a question I have for all of you.
Yeah.
Why the fuck is Charles so handsome?
Jesus.
Can we talk about this?
Zero, you making me blush, man.
Can we talk about this? You're too fucking handsome, dude. I'm a mostly straight guy, but god damn it, you're too fucking
I
handsome.
have that
this is
effect on
first-
dudes. It's so
What do you
weird.
mean mostly straight?
I say like, okay, so this is gonna be hard to explain, and I'm not gonna get into a talk about spectrums, but I'm like demisexual.
Okay.
Okay. Yep.
What that means is one night stand's basically impossible for me.
Oh yeah, that's fair enough.
Okay.
It basically means that like I have to get to know someone in order to be
Oh
interested.
fuck.
And that's why I said
that's basically that's
why I
basically,
said
like,
mostly
to an
straight.
extent.
Not that I have a thing for dudes or anything. I just said mostly straight because it feels weird
Oh,
calling
well, like I
myself
mean,
straight.
I straight up appreciate Jake Gyllenhaal, and like if I was a woman, I'd fucking fuck that.
like
I think
like
I think,
Charles
Michael-
is one of the few men I go gay for.
Aw.
You would not believe
that fucking
the
handsome.
number of men
cute.
I attract is absurd. Like, I'm not even kidding you. Like
It's because you're too fucking handsome, dude.
I know. And,
You're just too handsome.
like, a lot of my
Like,
gay
look,
friends
like,
even tell
can-
me, it's like,
Jordan,
why do you
while
waste
you're editing
time
this,
on
can you
women?
just
And
put
I'm
up
like,
one
I'm
of-
like, because it's
Can
what
you
I'm
just put up
attracted to.
one
I
of
don't know what you
Charles's
want me to
selfies
do.
for me, like just on the screen?
okay,
Or just-
I,
or
I,
just
will
I'll
look
just you can just take a selfie off my Facebook, Jordan.
I'll just find a
Yeah.
picture of. I'll just find a
Look
picture
at this
of-
handsome man.
Yeah,
like
I'll do that. At least this will be
Charles-
like maybe one of the only things I'll have
Charles-
to edit into the episode. So it's
Charles,
okay.
are you single?
I knew that's where
I
this
am
was
single,
going. Zero,
yes.
I knew you were going to ask him out the whole time.
Are you single?
I am.
Ladies and gentlemen, eligible bachelor right here. Look at that
Yeah.
face.
Yeah,
Look at
me
that
and
beautiful face.
Me and Charles are on the same spectrum because we both really like black chicks.
Yeah, I'm into colored chicks, by the way. Like, if you're colored, you get extra points. Not that I'm against white chicks, but like,
I'm
fuck-
totally.
fuck-
Charles,
white
every
chicks, man,
time
what
I'm
are you
going
talking
through
about?
every
Dude,
time
I'm
I go through every time I go through Facebook and I stop on a selfie of Charles, I'm like, God damn it, there's my handsome friend.
There's my handsome man. Oh, look at him.
I will
What are
just
you,
say
his
this.
grandmother now?
Yeah, you're the grandma now.
Oh, I
I
love my
will-
little handsome boy.
I'll say this though, Chuckles. You
Why is it
definitely-
Zanzu?
Like, you definitely don't look like the way you look does not reflect all the weird nerdiness that you are.
that's
So
the
I
thing.
feel
Everybody says that, and then they figure how much of a nerd I am, and they're like, "Oh, this is a pleasant surprise."
Well, because
Yeah, dude,
what you do, Charles, is you'll post a selfie, and then the next thing you'll post is a picture of all the nerd shit you buy.
yeah.
yeah, dude, like you could completely hide that. Like you could,
And then
you could get, like,
cute anime relationship goals things. I
Okay,
love it.
okay. So real quick,
Yeah.
I just want to say, like, I could hide all of it, but why would I? Like, why?
Yeah, there's no point. Yeah, there's
Well, no.
point.
Like
that means you
honestly,
get,
like if
you
there's
get, like,
if there's ladies out there who are like, man, I wish my man was into anime. Charles, prime catch, 10 out of 10, ladies. Just
There
go
you
for
go.
it.
Just go for it. Why not?
There
We're
are
making
girls
your
I am
dating
interested in, but
profile.
yeah. And most
Tinder
of them do
profile,
fall
but
into
it's
that
in a
category.
podcast. You don't even need to get a Tinder profile now. The podcast does it all.
He makes a Tinder profile, and the number one thing is member of the Very Noise podcast.
Noise boy member.
And then people are like, "What the hell is that?" And then they get really disappointed and don't message.
See,
And then
I-
it just,
I like
get
the Noise
left
boys.
swipes all the time.
See,
You know, I,
like
actually had my YouTube on my Tinder for like a whole day just to see if anyone would like approach me about it, but no, nothing happened. It was
Well,
like
see,
it was funny.
Wouldn't it be
I like
weird
I
if
like the
people
whole.
like?
Sorry, go ahead, Doom.
I was gonna say, wouldn't it be weird if somebody messaged you and like, "Oh, you made the prince and the pussy. I love that."
Fuck yeah, I would say. I would also say fuck you after that.
I like the whole this noise branding thing I've made up in my head because I'm like the thick noise boy because I'm pretty sure I'm the thickest one here.
Yeah, you
And
are
then you've got
definitely
Charles, who's the
probably.
handsome noise boy.
I'm Australian apparently, and then Corey can be the wife beater. there's not even a like noise boy. It's just wife beater. It's like
No,
Noise boys are white
no.
people.
I'm the dude. I'm the fucking degenerate. What are you talking about? I got
Why
like,
he said wife beater?
yeah, I got like tattoos and piercings and shit.
You know I
Oh my
don't
God.
mean it.
Oh my god, boys! I have another question for you.
Yeah, sure, go for it.
This could be a segment. I don't know what you want to do, but what are you guys doing lately? Like, what music
Oh.
you doing? What games you playing? Let me
Oh, shit,
lay it
yeah.
on me.
Yeah, I guess I'll go first. We'll go me and then Charles and Corey, I suppose.
Yeah, I'll go last.
Okay, so, well, I don't know, like, video games and shit. Probably playing Hearthstone a lot. I'm really enjoying Hearthstone. Like, I guess you could count that as a video game, right? It's a card game, but it's still a video game.
Did you buy any packs with real money?
Yes, I bought one, and that was the entry pack, like $6.95 one, because that apparently really helps you out. Because you can just sell the legendaries you don't need, and then use them to buy your own legendaries and stuff. So like,
Oh, cool.
yeah, it's a good little $6.95 investment, just so you can like, maybe I'll like pay for some packs later on if I really need. But I'm going up in the ranks. I'm feeling really happy with it. And music wise, I'm just pretty much just re-listening to the new Slipknot song because that's really great.
It's a really good one. Like, I was actually fairly impressed.
They didn't need to put the choir in there, but they did, and it was amazing. You know what I mean? Like they didn't.
Oh,
Have
yeah,
to
I
do
heard about
but
that.
It was so good. Like
It was
choir
really
just
dope,
fits so
like-
well. Yeah, it's dope.
I'm,
I like
gotta
it.
I'm
listen
not
to
a
it.
big Slipknot guy, but I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, it definitely. It doesn't sound like anything from like Iowa or anything. It's like their own sort of new little. I guess it has that real craziness of the older albums, but it has that real sort of classiness, I guess you could say, from like Grey Chapter and the one with Social. All Hope Is Gone? Is that what?
Yeah, their worst album.
Yeah,
Canonically, their worst album.
literally their worst album. But like the good parts of that, if there are any.
See,
but-
I like that they've tried to branch out and do different things. Like Great Chapter is like in my mind second worst album, but everything I've heard so far,
Yeah.
I'm fairly impressed.
Basically, yeah. This new album seems pretty. Like I've only heard. Well, actually, technically, the song that they released last year isn't part of the album, but it has lyrics that are now the name of the new album. So I don't know what the hell's going on there.
It'll probably just be
yeah.
a bonus track.
Yeah, maybe a bonus. Yeah. Anyway, but that's it. Yeah, Hearthstone
And Fortnite.
But like, yeah, basically.
Oh no!
Oh yeah, you're one of the only adults that I know that actually still plays that.
Me, Fortnite.
Oh, you play Fortnite? Oh,
Dude, okay. All right, look, before this fucking podcast, now gets like a bunch of downvotes because Fortnite.
you mentioned Fortnite.
A quick side note for that. I enjoy the game solely because people that I know play it, and that's one of the only things that I can sort of play them with. And
That's
it's more,
fair.
And it's more
It's a
of
good
a
mates game.
social thing. But I really do kind of
that's
like the aesthetic it's going for this season, like the future.
The
shit.
aesthetic.
So like I guess that's that for it. Like the game is cancer. Like let's be real. But I'm enjoying it more than Overwatch. So that's gotta say something, right? Anyway, sorry. Go on, fucking Charles. What are you doing?
For video games, I'm actually planning on getting the new Devil May Cry soon because I've been seeing it. I've been wanting to play it for a while, but
Hell yeah, man, do it.
It's
I have
it's great.
been told it's so
good.
great. Yeah.
I really.
It is probably the best Devil May Cry. Since
That's
like,
what
the
I've
first.
heard, and I'm like, I need to play this game soon. So
Or second.
I might
Or was
get
it
it
second or third? That was really good.
Second
The
is
sec-
not good.
Yeah, the second's not good.
second's not
Yeah,
good. It's
no,
the
The
third
first
one.
one's not very good either. The third one is where it really they really change it up a lot.
Yeah.
It's funny how like usually the first game's usually the best, but like not really. Like the latest, like I've honestly found like a lot of the later games are better. Like, you know what I mean? Like the later versions of the game or the.
It's like the first couple Resident Evil games aren't that good, but when they just redid the one that they just did, that one's really great because they redid it and it doesn't suck anymore.
I still haven't opened my copy of Resident Evil 2. It's just sitting there. Like,
Oh my god,
Wow,
it's
it's
so
so
good.
good.
I'm waiting for a night where I can play it with my boys. So like
A night?
a night, yeah.
Shout outs to
what a
the
boy.
good guy Tony who bought me my copy. Thanks, Tony. Appreciate
Yeah,
you.
my dad bought me my copy. I'm like, hey, can you give me Resident Evil 2? He's like, what the fuck is that, you poofter? And I'm like, well, it's a fucking
What the
dad just
fuck is
called you a
Most
hold on.
Australian man
What the
ever.
fuck is a pufter?
poofter. It means gay, I guess. I don't know.
I love how Australian your dad is.
My dad is great. I love my dad.
Because you
Is
based a
He didn't
character
actually
off him.
say that, but that's what I go to every time when.
Is your dad Kangaroo Jack?
Yes.
Or not Kangaroo Jack? Kangaroo Jack's that shitty movie.
Kangaroo Jack is literally a kangaroo that karates everyone.
Who's
right?
the crocodile guy?
Crocodile Dundee.
What the fuck is
You don't know who Crocodile Dundee is?
No, I don't know. No, you said fucking Kangaroo Jack, and then that has nothing to do with Crocodile Dundee.
Because I don't know why. They're both like...
Is it
they're
like
both-
one of the Keenan and Kel dudes in?
No, that's
No,
Anthony
no,
Anderson.
that-
No, it's Anthony Anderson you're thinking of, not Keenan
That's
or
just
Kel.
a different black
sorry.
dude, Jordan.
No, I don't remember that. All I knew was it was an African American man. That's all I remember.
That would be interesting. Just like they're chasing after like Keenan.
He just goes, "Orange soda,
Keenan starts chasing
here
after.
go."
No. Keenan starts chasing after Kangaroo Jack, and then Kel is like, Keenan, where you go? Oh, here it goes, and then they go chase after.
No. No, Kel is Kangaroo Jack.
No.
Kangaroo Kel.
But anyway,
what music you listening to, Charles?
Oh man, like music wise, I've actually been getting kind of into like Bjork. Actually, I'm super into her.
Oh yeah, I
Love
like
her.
Bjork.
Just like her voice is just it's very good.
It's that very strange.
Charles, you're such a sweet, unwarped boy.
I know. Well,
Oh, he listens to
I listen to a lot of other stuff. You know, let me finish.
Shikari
I've
and
also got to
shit.
pick up. I actually at some point gotta try and listen to Igor from Tyler the Creator, because I love me.
Oh,
some-
I have
I've
a
heard
lot I
6
want to say
I've heard
about
6
that.
I've heard 6 tracks from that. What happened to his deep voice? Doesn't he have like usually a very deep voice? It's sort of like
Yeah, he did a lot of editing with it.
okay.
It might be his best album he's done in a very long. Well,
More than
Boy's
Flower
great.
Boy?
I like Igor way more than I like Flower Boy. And
I like
Boy's
Flower
up there.
Boy a lot. Though. I've only heard 6 of the tracks, so there's 14 on this album. So
The only thing I know about Tyler, the
that is
creator, is
14,
who that
12?
boy who him is.
Yeah.
Who that boy?
That's
Who
a
him
decent
is?
song.
Who that boy? Yeah, that's a good song.
The thing about Igor is going to be like everyone likes it now, but in like 5 years, that's going to be like an album that starts a wave of shit. Like, it's gonna be his 808s and Heartbreak, which influenced everybody now. So this is gonna be the album.
I kind of say it's almost like the. I don't know. This is gonna sound weird. You know how Childish Gambino did like that album with the chick on the front? It looks really weird.
Yeah.
Really
Awaken My Love?
psychedelic album he did.
Yeah, Awaken My Love.
It almost reminds me a little bit of like that, even though it's not like that aesthetic. It just has that sort of vibe to it. You know, it makes sense. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like it's got that like because like you can tell from like so I've only heard Flower Boy and this. I haven't heard his stuff before that. So
That's shit I think you would actually really like.
You would dig it.
As well.
alright. Because I'm not big on rap. I'm not big on rap, but I will listen to him and Kendrick. Like you know, that's basically as far as I'll go.
And then there's as far as like other music stuff that I like, I've also been like getting more in touch with jazz, and I've actually gotten to be back in touch with one of my favorite jazz musicians, Herbie Hancock.
Ooh,
I love
jazz.
Herbie. Herbie's so good.
Herbie is so
I like
See,
his name because it's
I
Hancock in the
appreciate
name.
the hell out of jazz, but I've never gone out of my way to actually sort of like download jazz.
Yeah, just
you know,
get
like,
just get River.
What you
from,
need is
Herbie
you need to
Hancock.
get a good jazz vinyl.
You like
Yeah.
jazz? Yeah, that's fucking bad. But yeah, no, that's cool. I dig that.
Yeah.
Well, I guess like Slipknot's not the only thing that I listen to. Like I've also been listening to a lot of Millie. Have you ever heard of Millie?
Milli Vanilli?
No.
No, just Millie, as in
Oh,
like
okay.
I don't know what she is, but she sounds like an anime girl, and that's what fucking makes me happy.
Oh.
No, it's like she's really the whole band's great, but like it's like how do I explain it? It's almost like J-pop, but not because it's all in English, and her voice is really robotic, but it sounds really good. It's not Miku Hatsune or anything. It's like it's its own little thing.
Okay.
Okay, so check out Lemonade by Millie. It's my favorite one of her or the group. I think that's just the name of the group.
I'll look
I don't
into
know what
it.
her name is.
It's like a Papa Roach thing. Is that the name of the band or the dude?
Yeah, the guy. His name is Papa Roach. Yo, guys, it's me, Papa Roach. Why is that so funny to me?
The Papa's in the house, guys.
The Papa is in the house.
Bo's in the house. Gotta get a couple of sody pops.
Fucking hell. But yeah, like I don't know how you explain Millie as like a.
Well, fuck. Well, I guess we'll just have to listen to it and tell you.
Definitely check it out. It's not everyone's cup of tea. Corey, you might not like it. I don't know, but like it's really I like it. I like it.
I love how you're like immediately Corey's not gonna like
Corey,
it.
but like Corey doesn't like Dance Gavin Dance, so like
It's not that I don't like them. It's just
you
it's
don't
not.
understand them as much.
It's not even just that. It's like it's fine for what it is. It's just not the style of like
yeah.
hard rock and roll that like they're technically sound. It's just like not my style.
Yeah, definitely, but like, yeah, definitely check out Millie, and one I guess that I've been listening to a lot as well. Fuck, why can't I think of that?
Is that Shikari?
It's not Shikari. Oh, of course, I listen to Shikari.
They're your favorite band, right?
Every day of the week, yeah. Fucking Aphex Twin a lot. I always listen to Aphex Twin. I mean, like he's just electronica, like up the wazoo, just straight up breakbeat shit. But like, yeah, I like that. Anyway, Corey, what have you been playing games?
Yeah, I've actually been doing a bit of League of Legends, getting back into that, like not against my will, but I finally have people to play with that I don't hate. So that's
Like our
fun.
boy Brandon, Vegeta 3096. What's up?
Hey, Vegeta 306509. What is it? What is it
also-
again, Corey?
Vegeta Goku 8675309.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm so glad that
I can't wait till Anime North happens and that video plays. Oh my
Oh
god!
my Jesus, yeah, that's true.
so
Did you
glad
show
that-
them? Did you show
He
them?
has
I
shown
showed-
me.
I
He has
showed
shown
Jordan.
me.
I haven't
seen it yet.
was
I haven't seen it yet.
fantastic.
I will send you the link after this podcast
Okay,
because I
okay.
want your opinion. I want your
please
opinion
do.
on it. We could all watch it together and get a good laugh out of it. I was playing a bit of but I've been working at my computer a lot on just stuff, so I haven't actually gone out to my PlayStation to play games. But I was playing the new Devil May Cry game. I don't like the new guy. I really don't, just because he's.
Oh yeah, he's the worst part of the game, but everything else is fucking awesome.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah,
V can get absolutely fucked for all I care. But
Yeah,
like, everything
it's
else-
funny that they had to make a character worse than Nero to make me appreciate playing Nero.
Is he the black-haired one?
But I like Nero. Yeah, he's the I'm the poet guy. Look at me.
Okay, it's funny because my main my main knowledge of Devil May Cry 5 is watching what's her name? There's this YouTuber. She played it. She has a series called Valkyrie Plays or something like that. I can't remember her fucking name right now, but she's like, I watched her play it, and like that when that dude came on, she like this YouTuber. She's like very like monotone, like kind of like would be a like voice like kind of thing, like be like, hey guys, what's up? I'm playing some of this game, and then when she got to that dude, the first like. I stood up out of my chair because I was at work. I heard her do this noise that I've never heard. It's like a squee, but it's like a very specific
he's the
squee.
skinny tattooed goth boy. So all these
And
girls are
yeah,
like,
this,
Fucking God, he's so hot.
and I'm pretty.
He's the lead singer of Black Veil Brides. That's all
yeah,
he is.
basically, he's literally
Yeah,
that,
I saw him, and I'm like, what the fuck was that? Because I was working at the same time, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh, it's what? It's a skinny goth
It's a
dude from
skinny
2006.
goth dude. That is literally all he is, and he's like, oh, look at me, my
He's the
crow
equivalent
speaks
of
to me.
no. He's the equivalent of when girls talk about how they get cummies from daddy. He's the one that you see him pictured with.
Yeah, yeah, that's disgusting.
Ew.
Oh.
You know
I
what
wanna
I'm
die
talking
now.
about too.
I hate.
Yeah, I
hate-
do, and that's why it's gross.
I hate how right you are about that.
He looks like he wears a fedora. Oh,
Oh, okay, it's her name on YouTube's Valkyrie Aurora. Like her
Why have I
her
heard
Devil
that
May
name before?
Cry 5 video. When that dude shows up, the sound she makes, like, fuck.
that's funny.
It scared me. But she's one of my new favorite YouTubers though, because the way she just plays games, she just fucks around.
Yeah, that's good. I like channels that try and not try and do something different, but they just do something different. It's not just like the normal shit.
Right.
Anyway,
As
Corey,
far as
what-
music,
what music,
as far as music goes, I think I had Igor on rotation since it came out. But other than that, I've been listening to a lot of Pusha T recently.
Booker
'cause I-
T.
Booker T, Pusha T's one of my favorite rappers. I've been listening to him a lot. Run the Jewels is another one I've been listening a lot to. A lot of old classic soul music too, because I'm always looking for something to sample, and I really do enjoy like the classic soul music.
Yeah.
I've been also listening to a lot of Slayer since I'm going to see them next week.
Nice.
So
That's awesome. That'll be great.
yeah, it's Cannibal Corpse who I'm crossing off my list.
Cool.
Yes, it's
Wow.
Cannibal Corpse, Amon Amarth, who's another band I wanted to cross off my list for a while. Lamb of God, this is like my 5th time seeing them, my first time seeing Slayer. So,
Shit, man, a lot of heavy shit.
That's a
oh
good
yeah,
set.
my ears are going to be blown out by the end of it.
Hell yeah, that's the way to go. Oh, that's cool. What about you, Zero? We're gonna bounce back on
Well,
you.
I fucking can't put down Blaster Master Zero for the Switch. Like, I can't fucking put that game down. Like,
Okay.
I have no time to play video games, yet somehow I've clocked in like 20 hours into this fucking game.
Oh.
Because
The fuck are you
And
talking
the
about?
thing
You do a
is-
video game stream like twice a week.
I know, but,
But like
that's like me.
that's for like people.
That's
and
for the
not just
stream.
himself. Yeah.
That's different. But like, this is for myself. I'm not recording it. I'm not doing anything. There was a
Yeah.
point in my life where everything I was playing was being recorded or streamed, and then I said I had to step back and say, okay, I need to play video games. I enjoy making video content about video games, and obviously I'm playing games I like to play, but I need to play
Yeah.
games just for me and not for content.
Yeah.
So, but and here's the thing: I've not gotten into any of the other Blaster Master games, and I'm not a big fan of Metroidvanias or like games like that where I just like platformers a lot of times, like just basic ass platformers. But this game, I don't know what it is, but it sucks you in because the levels, they're not like it's not like a big Metroidvania style thing where you go through an entire big castle or whatever. It's just like smaller versions of that.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
like I don't know what it is. I guess because it's on Switch and it's handheld. Like I'm just every chance I get when I'm just doing something or I have to wait for something, I just fire it on and play it. And then by
that's
the
the
time I
good-
look,
Hey,
Yeah, that's
BRB
the
for
good
2
thing
seconds.
about-
I just have to go take a piss. I'll be right
Yeah,
back.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
fine.
go ahead.
That's fine.
Yeah, but by the time I look at the time, I'm like, holy shit! Spent that much time playing, and it makes me want to go back and play the older Blaster Master games as well as the new Blaster Master Zero that came out, Blaster Master Zero 2.
Okay.
So the next time it comes on sale, I might. Yeah, Inti Creates has become one of my favorite game developers out there. They're rivaling Capcom for my favorite developer.
Oh shit.
Another game of theirs I picked up, Dragon Marked for Death, is a really good game too.
Okay.
Like, if for those who don't know Inti Creates, they made Mega Man's 9 and 10. They made a bunch of other games for Capcom.
Yeah.
They also, unfortunately, made Mighty Number 9, but they also made things like Bloodstained Curse of the Moon, which is another
Oh my
great
God, I
game.
need to play
They made
that.
so many good games.
Yeah, I've heard
They-
good things about Bloodstain. Yeah.
Curse of the Moon is such for an appetizer game. Holy fuck, it's really good. Like they made Mighty Gunvolt Burst, which is the real way to play Mighty Number 9, not playing Mighty Number 9.
Yeah.
They make Azure Striker Gunvolt. They just make a ton of fucking games, and all their games are fantastic. There's like maybe one or two. They made Galgun, just
Oh, they
another
made
example.
Galgun.
Yeah, Galgun, probably one of my favorite rail shooters now. Not just because it's a sexy game, but also because
it's a titty
it's
game,
actually it's actually really fucking fun to play.
titty butt
so,
game, titty
yeah.
booby nipples. Yeah. I
Yeah,
love anime.
I reviewed Galgun 2 actually on my review channel. Totally not a plug.
Shit. Okay, I'm
Um,
actually gonna check that out. That'll be funny.
Yeah, let's put an annotation at the end of the video or something when we're doing
Yeah, I'll
plugging.
pop it up.
We'll probably do plugging at the end or something. But yeah, but Blaster Master Zero, I've been totally addicted to, and it makes me really want to play the other games in the series. As for music, okay, so I'm going to see Alexis on Fire and Monine in concert in a couple months.
That's
Actually,
great.
next month. And I've never seen either band in concert, but I've been fans of them since high school. Like, I remember way back in the day here in Canada on Much Music, which was our music channel, late at night. I remember late at night they would have like, during the day they'd have the primetime stuff like the pop shit and all that, but during night they had 3 shows called Much Loud, The Wedge, and the Punk Show.
Yeah.
And those 3 shows all showed like underground, technically undergroundish, I'm doing air quotes here, music, or more heavier music that wouldn't be in the mainstream. Funny enough, a lot of the bands that ended up on those shows did eventually end up becoming mainstream. Like, I remember seeing early Fall Out Boy before they released that Sugar We're Going Down album, whatever that is. Like, I remember listening to their old shit
Yeah.
that was pre that album.
Oh.
I remember listening to, what are they called? Protest the Hero, their pre, like, their
Oh,
EP
yeah.
stuff.
God,
Because they got a
Protest the
record
Hero's
label.
great.
They got a record label when they were making their EP, and their first music video, Their Colors Don't Run, was the first song I ever heard from them.
Yeah.
And that's and then they got popular the next year when they released their second album. I was like, holy shit. A lot of bands
sorry,
like that.
I'm
Yeah,
back.
hey,
What
yeah, that's
what I
fine.
miss?
Alexis on Fire was one of those bands I saw on there. I remember first hearing Pulmonary Archery, and I'd never heard music like that. That was what was considered. They're considered screamo, I guess you could say. I'm
Back in
doing
the day.
air quotes again.
I still
But,
don't
like,
think screamo is a genre, and that's just a term
Well,
used.
I always point to Alexis on Fire if I was going to point
Yeah.
to one, because
My-
the way they
I'd
play
call it a
their instruments-
subgenre of metalcore, and that's like about it.
So I call them post-hardcore, or just
Well-
hardcore in general.
Well, in any case, like, I remember, like, I'd never heard music like that before. I'd never heard screaming vocals or anything like that, outside of, like, things like Slipknot and whatnot. So this was, like, a new thing for me. And then, like, right after, like, a month after they showed their video on Much Loud, they were on primetime, and they played Much Music live. I'm like, wait a minute. Like, these guys actually, like, are a thing, and they were promoting their album.
Yeah.
And it became, like, that was kind of, like, my introduction, and I'd say the mid-2000s, or early to mid-2000s explosion of, like, X-core genres. Like, that's,
yeah.
like, at least in Canada, that's how it happened. So, I've always been a fan of Alexis on Fire, and I've wanted to see them live, but I never have.
Yeah.
On the flip side, another band I would see a lot on Much Loud would be Monine, who I also haven't seen live, but I've been re-listening
Wanna be
to...
right back, guys? Keep going.
Mo-
Yeah,
go
sure.
for it.
Go for it.
I've been listening to Monine's lately a lot of their album Are We Really Happy With Who We Are Right Now? And it's like it's I listen to a lot of music when I'm driving because I have to drive a lot for my job.
Yeah,
and also to and from work because I don't live in the town that I work at.
Yeah.
And it's just like it's great music to get me there and back, and so is Alexis on Fire stuff going through their albums. And I actually stumbled across so there's this anime YouTuber, even though he doesn't like to call himself an anime YouTuber, called Digibro, and he's I agree and disagree with a lot of stuff. I've never gotten to the point where I've wanted to subscribe to his main channel because
gladly. Luckily, Charles walked away because I don't think he's a big fan of Digibro.
Yeah, there's some stuff of his I like and a lot of stuff I don't like. But his After Dark channel, where he just talks about shit, is more real, and I've really gotten into it. And then I stumbled across his music, and there's these 2 albums he has called what is it called? What's it fucking called? It's emotional anime raps or something. And so he takes anime songs and like remixes them with beats and shit, and then he raps over them. And those are actually really good. They're actually really, really good albums. They're actually I've been listening to them. They're free, by the way, if you want to download them on Bandcamp. They're free if you want to listen to them. And you know, for some puny anime loving waifu pillow looking white guy, the man can fucking rap. And
don't even judge a book by its cover. Like
I think you sent me his stuff, and he's pretty solid with what he does.
It inspired me to start thinking about to start rhyming again. That's the first time in 15 years I've thought of writing a rap. It was that influential for me. And the albums are only 5 songs each, and I just listen to them when I'm going to work. So I don't like any of his other shit. I tried listening to his other shit and I can't stand it, but these 2 albums are great because he focuses on making them be about not only his life but inspiring people. Those are his 2 goals with those albums. So the emotional anime raps, volumes 1 and 2, they're free. Highly recommended if you want some sick ass flow, some really, really good lyricism, and just fucking like for an underground record, pretty fucking solid. If I can say so.
And then listen to my music when it comes out too.
Yeah, hell yeah, do that.
Exactly. Like I would say, just saying demo. Like I say that you are on the same level, if not better.
I like how you just go to my rap alias. Did I ever tell you how I got that fucking name?
No.
So, one of the things I've learned is you're never you don't pick your own hip hop name anymore. You're usually given it, or the good ones are given their name. My brother, we were at a hip hop show up where he's at, and he was telling me, he's like, you need to rap tonight. I was like, I don't really want to. He's like, come on, do it. I'm like, okay, fine. He's like, yeah, your name's gonna be Demolicious.
Demolicious.
I was like, what the fuck am I gonna do with that? And then it just got shortened to Demo, and then Demolicious has never been a thing.
Just Demo seems
you need to make your first full album Demolicious.
Demolicious Definicious makes them girls go loco.
But
oh god.
But yeah, seriously, dude, I could your music is on the same level, if not better, than Digi's. I gotta say. So
thanks, man.
You gotta.
I haven't put with everything I haven't put out. I'm glad I got back into making music though.
By the way, can I just say I love that you're like, oh man, I'm gonna quit making music. 2 days later, I'm making some sweet music.
It's like a week.
That's what it's always like. Like think about it this way. I was like, nah, fuck YouTube, fuck abridging, and then 3 days later, I'm like, all right, so I need a cast of new members for Prince and the Pussy 7. So straight away,
I go through these episodes of creative lackingness, and then a couple days later, I'll be fine. Right now, I'm okay.
Yeah. You need to vent. I think you just need to vent about it. Say, I fucking hate the community, and then be like, you know what? Fuck the community. Let's just keep going.
Actually, we should say that this podcast came as part of you not knowing what you wanted to do with your channel.
Yeah. So the reason why this podcast is a thing is basically we were sitting down talking the shit. And we're like, why aren't we doing a podcast right now? And
I've been saying that every call we've ever had. And
but
the best part
I know.
about
we
it
never
is
just had the time to sit down and orchestrate it. Is the
this
problem.
This is the organization of it.
I keep forgetting we're recording a podcast. I figure we're just having polite conversation.
And that's the way it should be. That's the way it should be. My best podcasts I've ever done were the ones where you just sit down and chill. I mean, it's good to have some structure. I'm gonna make sure that's out there, but
Yeah,
it's also good to just
absolutely.
like people want to listen to bros chill. Why do you think the official podcast is so fucking popular?
Or
Yeah,
my
that's
brother,
true.
and me. That's another one.
My brother, oh my god, all they do is look up bad yahoos and read them.
or fucking Sleepy Cabin, you know, like they were fucking.
Yeah,
huge.
Sleepy Cabin's great.
I'll say if this podcast ever makes it on Who Are These Podcasts, we've officially made it.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, let's make it.
Because we're like, just a heads up, they roast podcasts. So
Oh,
Oh
God.
hell yeah! I don't give a
There's
shit.
there's really a review thing for everything, isn't there?
yeah,
Like, I-
abridged forums.
oh
I
my
had this-
fucking god, don't bring
Oh,
that up.
The abridged forums.
I have this whole bit where like I'm shocked that there wasn't a reviewer that was reviewing people who reviewed shit. And then I think that exists now, and it's just some
Yeah,
guy,
reviewing the reviewer exists.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's just like I had this idea for it. I'm like, this is it's like the world's worst idea. But then I found out people were doing it, and it's like people reviewing new Nostalgia Critic episodes, and I'm
Oh
like,
my God.
what are you
What is
doing?
happening?
Is that like the people who review like that one guy who has like the clipped lip or whatever who reviews new One Piece chapters? Whatever his name is.
So what the cliffed lip? The
Dude, he looks like he had like surgery done and part of his lip is raised or something like that.
Oh.
I can't remember his name. He reviews like the new Bleach and One Piece chapters or Naruto, whatever.
Speaking of weird things on your face, I was this is gonna sound real mean, and sorry to the guy that I'm about to sort of talk shit on.
Is
So
it
there
me
was
and
this-
my piercing on my face?
No. There's this there was this guy that because we had to vote for our new prime minister and shit like the other day, and yeah, it's gonna change in like 5 days anyway.
Mr. Prime Minister!
Mr. Prime Minister, yeah, of course, yep.
Andy!
There you go. So this guy was just like, I don't know. He had this very like sort of ominous aura of him, and I felt like he was going to be a bit of a dick, but I don't want to just like assume he was.
Have people edited footage of him
he
to have
had
the little
this-
like JoJo anonymous like ominous things like eerie sound effect things? That'd be awesome.
Yeah, the ambiance. No, he just seemed very kind of like, I don't know, brooding and dark. Anyway, so he was a very wide man, and his nose was one of the most ridiculously red and cartoony noses I've ever seen in my life.
Wait,
This
Jordan,
guy sounds
what's
like he
this
came
guy's
out of the
name?
New Yorker or
I
something.
have no idea. I have no idea who he was. He was just the guy at the polls. He was just one of the guys that was standing behind the polls saying, "Put your paper in here."
So he's the mayor from How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Basically, his nose is like his nose was like what's his name? Barnacle Boy from fucking
Oh, you mean fucking
man.
Squidward?
that too, Squidward, almost like Squidward, but it was like this really red, cartoony, bulbous nose, and I felt so bad for him. But like he seemed like a prick, so I didn't feel bad about judging his nose. Sorry, bulbous nose man, if you ever
Bulbous.
watched this, but
You're,
like.
you're such a dick. He's gonna listen to this and deport you out of the
but-
country, and you're gonna have to come.
No, he
live
has
with us.
has no power over me. He's just some wide man that was standing behind the pole saying, "Put your papers in here." He's probably a very lovely man, and I felt bad for judging him. But holy fuck, what a nose!
You know, Jordan, he probably goes home and loves Prince and the Pussy, and now he's gonna be really bad.
He's like the biggest fan, and
maybe
he
that's
knew it was you,
maybe
but
his
he's
nose
like,
is where his
wait
heart
a
is.
minute.
No. The reason
Wait a minute,
you
that
got a
one-
weird vibe from him is because he knew it was you, and he felt so nervous around you.
Aw, don't make me feel bad.
Like, okay, real quick, not to like sidebar, but weird thing, and I'm not getting into politics, but did you know Barron Trump watches Team 4-Star?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I've
Wait,
heard about
what?
that. He watches anime
in
too.
general.
Yeah, Barron Trump is like the biggest anime fan ever. Like he had a Twitter for a while before his dad became president. He's just asking people like, "Hey guys, what should I watch on Crunchyroll?" And
Everyone's
then, like,
saying JoJo's and shit. Like,
Yeah.
it'd be like that's like when his dad was first running. So it's just like a whole bunch of stuff. Like your dad's a piece of shit. Oh, JoJo's is really good.
yeah.
Well,
like-
you heard it here, folks. Baron Trump, you gotta come on the fucking podcast and talk to us about anime and shit.
Not Team 4-Star, but Baron Trump. He has to.
Well,
His-
Team
is
4-Star,
his
we
name
could get
literally
Team
Baron?
4-Star
His name
anytime we
Baron?
wanted.
His name
it's
is
Baron.
Baron.
Yeah.
Jordan, we could
What
get
the
Team 4-Star
fuck?
anytime we want. If
Yeah.
we wanted to.
I know, but let's be real. But
Yeah,
yeah,
they're just a phone call away.
but yeah, just a phone call. I have Tucker on speed dial.
I mean, I used to.
No, we'll
I've
think about
got Lanny
we'll
Pator
think
on my
about guests.
fucking rotary phone.
Like literally, we
think
have
about
to
guests
get
later.
Baron Trump as our guest. It has to happen.
That'd be hilarious.
We gotta talk about anime and shit.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Okay.
Somebody retweet this at him so that he knows that we're here and we want to talk
Jesus
anime shit with
Christ.
him.
Jesus.
Sure, why not?
Why not? Roll the dice.
Oh,
Yeah.
one of the weird things I did want to talk about. Did you guys fucking hear that Chris Rock is rebooting the Saw franchise?
I did.
Yeah, that's a weird.
Wait,
that's a very
what?
weird thing.
Yeah.
Why Chris
read that.
Rock?
I guess he
I don't
said,
know.
"Well, Jordan
Why
Peele's a
anyone?
You know what happened? He probably saw
I don't know.
probably saw Get Out and Us and said, "Wow, Jordan Peele is a black guy who is a comedy guy who's doing horror. Maybe I should do the same."
Yeah, you know
Yeah,
what? I actually honestly think that
Because
might be the reason.
comedy immediately leads to doing horror.
Well,
Though,
supposedly
to be
he's
fair-
a big fan.
They're like
does.
inseparable. They're inseparable. Those two things. There's always comedy in horrors. There's almost no horror movies where there's not a moment where you're like, ha ha, wee.
You
know,
know
like,
what's
it's
you know what's really
always
funny
fucking-
too? If you really think about it, like comedy and horror are also two of the most subjective genres in like
Yeah.
entertainment.
100%.
Like
Yeah.
those are the two most
Yeah, I agree with
divisive. Like if I'm being honest.
Tyler Perry's gonna reboot Texas Chainsaw Massacre next.
Kanye West is gonna do.
Don't predict shit.
Tyler,
Oh,
Tyler
no,
Perry
yeah, 'cause it'll
rebooting
actually
Texas
happen.
Chainsaw, Medea's Texas Chainsaw
And also,
Family
Jordan,
Massacre.
Jordan, stop.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
finish your thought. I don't want to hear Kanye West in anything.
Yeah, true.
You leave him alone. He's an all right. He's an all right. boy.
All right. You know what? We're going a bit over time. I reckon we've.
I didn't
had
even know we had a
overtime?
time limit. Oh, and
Well,
Rob
shit.
Schneider's
Well, shit,
Schneider's gonna.
Rob Schneider, twiddly derpy derp.
Yeah,
Well,
he's
shit.
gonna re-
Before
he's-
we go, guys,
Yeah.
we should talk about what we're doing, like what we're working on and shit.
Oh,
or what
shit, yeah,
we
why
have
not?
coming up. Jordan, since it's you're El Capitano here, you fucking go first.
El Capitina. For this podcast, at least, this episode, I suppose. I don't know. See, here's the deal. I'll keep it real with everyone. Here's the spicy news, I guess you gotta hear at the end of this podcast. So you can just go sit through it. What? How long has it been going for? Almost like an hour and 30.
Almost.
Hour 20.
Okay, so the spiciness is that yes, I'm definitely continuing Prince and the Pussy, but I'm also continuing another show. But I'm not too sure what the third show is going to be, and I'm only going to stick to 3 things. Everything else is cancelled. That's just the way it's going to be. I can't overproduce myself and like make myself fucking run around and
You
jump
should
through
do-
fiery
You are
hoops,
but
know?
one
You should
boy,
do Prince and
Jordan.
the Pussy, this
Yeah.
podcast, and then a random.
Well, yeah, so there'll be 2 parodies in this podcast. That's basically what I was thinking. 3 things. Like, they don't have to be 3 parodies, just 3 projects, and one of them will be this. Because this is an easier-ish thing to throw up, right? Throw up on
But you're still putting content out there, and I've always
Yeah.
enjoyed like this aspect of things because, like, as content creators, like people know us through like our voices, our editing, or our writing. But this is like we actually get to sit down and like shoot the shit and be real. Where it's like we're kind of letting the people look behind the
yeah.
curtain and see who Oz really is. You
Yeah,
know?
one thing I also have to say is a lot of people have come to me and like said, "Oh my god, you're Xcaliborg, yada yada yada." I like this podcast shows you that I'm like every fucking other person in this world, and I'm sure it's gonna show everyone how you guys are. We're all just normal.
When
people.
I first met you guys, that's how weird it was for me. You know,
Yeah.
like fucking be like, "Oh, you're Zeromaster. I remember your shit," and I'm like, "What? The stupid fucking dumb
But
Mega Man thing I
put
did?"
you on a pedestal for a little bit there, but I had to because
Both
the
you,
only reason
we
being,
both did, Jordan. We both put him on a pedestal
Yeah,
for a hot
the only
bit.
reason we did that is because you've been in the game for a very long time, and we watched your stuff. Hell, I downloaded K-On! Onto my iPod so I could watch it in class.
I'm old man
Like
yelling
that-
at clouds in of the abridged community. That's who I am.
But it was, but that's the thing. Like, I don't know. Like, everyone's going to do that, but you don't like. What I'm trying to say is, you don't have to put me, who is just some Australian guy that actually has a normal job at a hospital. Like, I'm just some normal guy. I'm not like, you know, Mr. Famous Man. And by any means, it's only been a few times. I'm not going to say everyone goes to me, "You're famous," because it's not true. It's just like the few people that do, I say, "Don't worry about it. I'm just like any other dude. Don't worry." And that's sort of like what this podcast, I think, purpose is going to be.
Yeah.
we're all just normal people, and we all talk about shit, weird shit, and that's just what it's going to be like. That's
about right.
That's what it's going to be about. Yeah. So, but anyway, Prince and the Pussy, that'll come. This podcast and its third parody. I'm thinking ReZero. Not sure. That's what the plans are. Oh, and
Another
streams. So I'm going to
ReZero?
try and do some streams.
Yeah, fucking stream. You should come to my stream on Tuesday and we'll all play Overwatch. We'll get that skin.
Yeah. Actually, that's a good idea. It'll be Wednesday for me, but yeah, I could probably pop in and tune in.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Corey, what are you playing? What are you doing?
I'm just still like working on music. Right now, I'm finalizing 16 bars that I'm going to be doing on a song. The guy who actually did our intro, Zodiac Escobar, sent me some bars that he's going to be doing for the track. It's actually his track. I'm getting featured on it, and I'm bringing 3 of my friends onto the track as well. So it's going to be a long one. It's actually a remix of a Kanye West song that we all like.
Okay.
But I know Zero doesn't like that, but it's just.
I'm gonna listen to it because it's you.
Yeah, that's
I'm not gonna be there for Kanye. I'll be there.
He's not even on it.
very cool. Very cool, Kanye.
Very cool demo. Very cool.
Nice.
But yeah, just music, and I go on Zero streams every now and then just to agitate a couple people and bring some laughs.
I love that you keep bringing. I love that you're there to keep bringing wrestling up, and it annoys Oni because he can't talk about it. Otherwise, that's more money he has to save for his wedding.
Oh my god, we should totally then make him talk about it more. But other than that, like just trying to put myself out there, keep some laughs going. I usually go on Zero's podcast and talk about my weird conspiracy theories.
Yeah, that's cool.
We still got to do that episode of the Hunter Base podcast where you talk about the Tales from the Strip Club.
Oh,
my
dude,
God, yeah.
that one's gonna be a roller coaster from start to finish.
I want to
It's gonna have
join
some
that
great
one.
laughs.
Can I please join that one?
Oh yeah.
We could do that.
We could make that could be a
do it,
crossover episode. Hunter Base podcast cross the Very Noise podcast presents.
The Very Hunter podcast.
It's just gonna be the same podcast, though.
We'll just post it twice. We'll post it twice with different intros.
Yeah, true. Why not?
Fuck it.
Double the money. No, I'm kidding.
Double the money.
Jordan, you're lying to everybody anyway. You're saying like that you're not famous. You got that fucking nice Lamborghini in your front yard. You got that big ass
Mustang.
pool. Yeah, you made so much money on.
I thought you were gonna say you got that big ass dick, and I was gonna be like, we're not talking about.
He does, but he doesn't like talking about it because it's so freakish.
It's a.
It hurts.
It's a good 2 inches.
It hurts.
That's why he has to wear stilts and buy super long pants so it doesn't drag on the ground.
And then everywhere I go goes. Anyway, Charles, you're next. What are you doing?
It looks like Shin Godzilla's tail.
But it comes from the front of me.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to.
No, it's okay.
All right, Charles, go.
Okay, so for those who don't know, I'm actually like on top of like writing parody stuff with friends and all that, I also have been getting more into writing actual screenplays, and there's actually a movie I've written with my friend Tony, Falfang Fiend, actually. And
Yeah, Tony, I was talking to Tony the other day.
Second shout out for Tony. He should be on the podcast at some point.
Yeah, Tony,
Yes,
come on
yes.
the podcast. You
We
fuck.
need diversity. We need to have a dude that has a cool accent.
Yeah.
We already have you though.
Yep, you know what I mean.
No, so
Technically, we all have
apparently, he just let
accents.
me know that recently the movie he and I wrote recently was he's actually going to submit it to a local script development scheme this summer, actually.
Holy
so
shit!
I'll actually be
yes.
getting words
Nice.
in on something I wrote, which would be nice. But
Nice. If we don't all get to cameo in it, we're gonna be really upset.
oh, okay.
gonna be
I'll
very
make a note
hard
of that. I'll make a note of that, Tony. Like, by the way, we gotta get the boys in. We gotta get the boys in.
By the way,
you
we
gotta- you gotta do
need
it.
to let our friends cameo.
we gotta let our
Yeah.
boys cameo. It wouldn't be nice
Voice
for
coming.
them.
I could be like a. Ooh,
Can we all?
Ghost.
They should fly us all in. We should all wear Noise Boys shirts and then like be like, what was that?
I love how it's called Very Noise, but everyone's calling it very.
Well, because we're the Noise Boys.
Yeah, I guess we're the Noise Boys, the Very Noise podcast.
Yeah.
When Zodiac did the intro, he just said, "Welcome to the Noise Cast."
Oh well, that doesn't really matter.
Oh, whatever.
It's
has, like,
3
7
different things.
names.
Who gives a shit? Noise is the main thing.
Because
We're making
to make
noise.
noise, and it's
Making
annoying.
noise. Very noise.
Charles, is there anything else,
Oh
buddy?
yeah, no, I got a couple other things. Aside from that, for online content creation, I'm presently waiting on an editor of mine to finish the first episode of Fully Bridge that's been in production hell for a bit, but now it's
Nice.
back on track, and I'm actually really excited for that. And I'm also writing a third thing that I will be writing a second thing. Excuse me.
Let's save that for the next one, Corey.
Wait, what? What did he say?
He just puts a comment somewhere. Hey, you want to fucking talk about Pro Jared?
Well, now I feel like we have to because you brought it
No,
up.
no, we can't. We're about to end the show.
Next time on a very
Next
nice
time,
podcast.
the very first thing we'll talk about is fucking Pro Jared. If we really have to.
If we really
I don't
have
even
to.
think we should anymore.
But anyway,
Fuck
wait,
it.
let me finish up because I only got a couple more things. So I'm working
Jesus
on a
Christ.
second thing that I'm writing and editing myself. I cannot, for the sake of like anonymity and surprises, say what it is, but
Yeah,
it's
that's okay,
something I've like
surprise.
been very patiently waiting to do, and now the resources for it are coming in. So now I get to do it. It's like, yes, this is happening.
Is it that thing I helped you out with that?
No,
one
no,
night,
it's
or-
something else. It's something else.
Oh, how did that
Spiffy.
end up going?
Anyway.
Anyway, I will be trying to get back into streaming because everybody's like, you should stream again. You should stream again. I'm like, nobody watches it. I'm like, yeah, but you're really good. And I'm like, all right, I'll think about it. And
I
so,
think that's the same thing with me. It's
The-
like,
guys,
nobody watches it, but then
The
you
important
just do
thing
it.
about streaming is you gotta be on a schedule. People
Yeah.
will watch if you go on a schedule. I stream. This is free advertisement for me. Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time on twitch.tv/ZeromasterLP. People know I'm going to be there every week, except for the Thursday coming up because Anime North's happening and I won't be here. But anyways, go back to you, Charles.
but yeah,
That's
no,
like the
aside from
second
two
rule, 'cause the
projects
first rule is
and,
just to do it.
Getting back into streaming, that's really about it for me.
Set a schedule, boys. Set
Yeah.
a schedule for your
I'll
streams.
figure it all out at one stage, but I think I'm going to focus on this and The Prince and the Pussy. These are my big things
Yeah.
at the moment. And then when ReZero Season 2 comes out, I can focus on ReZero.
I'm gonna love that because once you guys start streaming, I can just put on my Twitter. Besides the fact that I'm a crystal meth enthusiast, is that I can say that I'm a professional guest on the streams.
Professional streamer
Well,
guest.
to be honest, I'm going to pump this podcast like out, right? And I'm probably going to put that, this is the podcast that I'm doing, and I'm going to sort of share it around as much as I can.
Oh.
Might as well.
I guess I should talk about what I'm working on then.
Yeah,
go
Zero,
for
you're,
it.
you're obviously next. So
No, we're
okay.
out of time.
So fuck
we're
you,
an
dude.
hour and 30 minutes.
So, Anime North's happening next weekend, but we'll
Yes.
see when this comes up. So I have two panels I'm doing. On Saturday at 4 p.m. I'm doing the Let's Play and Streaming panel, which how relevant to what we were just talking about.
Hell yeah.
And on Sunday at noon, we're doing the 10th anniversary of the Abridged panel at Anime North. So,
Holy shit.
and Doom
Jesus
and I
Christ.
worked on a thing for that.
yeah. Yep.
So that'll be showing, and my buddy SCSCR made a video. I need videos, so if you guys have anything you want me to show, or you know anybody who's like, I need my thing shown, or I want to show it at a con, let me know, because I'm desperate for videos right now.
See, I haven't made anything of recent note besides the Yu-Gi-Oh thing, and not many people will understand that, so I think I won't throw that out there.
Can I, take one of your other videos then?
Oh, dude.
Yes.
Do the vampire interview with a vampire one, but it's an anime.
Oh no, don't do that because
She's Danish.
is in that one. But anyway,
Oh, edit that out.
yeah, I will.
No, wait, edit
but,
that out. Edit that out, but replace it with me saying, "She's Danish."
She's Danish.
So it's gonna
Make
sound
sure to
like.
show
So it's gonna
she's
sound like.
Danish.
So it's gonna sound like you. It's gonna sound like you saying that, but then it's gonna just have me saying "cheese Danish" in the middle
Cheese
of it.
Danish.
Oh, that
And then
has
this-
cheese Danish in it.
But yeah, so that's coming up. Like I said, I stream on Twitch Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Like, fucking, fuck, I don't know. I might do Chrono Trigger on Tuesday, but now that there's these new skins out, fuck, we should just play Overwatch on Tuesday night, guys. Like,
Yeah,
or it'll be
I'm-
Wednesday morning for you, Jordan. but
I'm cool with that. I'll play Overwatch. I need
Yeah.
to get those skins anyway. I'll
I
probably
want that
fork
fucking
out-
Diva skin, man.
I'll
I
probably
want
fork
that
out
skin.
like a $10 thing just to get the skin. Why not?
Fuck, I might buy that skin. I want it that bad.
Yeah,
But
I'm sure there's a way we can afford it. But yeah, anyway, cool.
But yeah, so I do have some Let's Plays I finished my neutral run of Undertale, so that's done. Finally, after 2 years.
Oh, that's the
God,
that's
what,
that's
really?
the Pope's.
that long?
the
I
Pope's
can't
favorite video
talk.
game.
We're still playing Toy Story on fucking Sticks and Stones.
The thing is, I started that Let's Play in 2016. It was a co-op with Brandon, or Vegeta396. He was teaching in Japan when I started that Let's Play.
Oh my
And
God.
now, like, I put it on hold for a bit, and then we just got back to it recently, and I finished the neutral run. So that's done.
Nice.
I'm playing some other games. My reviews are kind of on hold because I have to put all my eggs in the Anime North basket right now.
Yeah, that's
But
fair
I
enough.
do have game reviews and my podcast, the Hunter Base podcast, which is kind of the same idea as this, but a lot more like with a centralized topic, I guess you could say. It's on my channel, Zeromaster Reviews. That's where you can find most of my shit, if anybody's looking for it. And this should lead us into where people can find us. So I'm just going to go ahead and start with this myself. You can find me on Facebook at Zeromaster fan page. I'm on Twitter at Zeromaster. If you like my shit, you can back me on Patreon. It's just Zeromaster. And like I said, I stream twice a week on Twitch. So you can find me there at Zeromaster LP. Shit. Charles, where can people find you?
They can find me on my YouTube channel, which is just Skoringo. I'm the one with the demo reels and stuff. I don't really have much right now, but I'm hoping to like fix that because there is actually a comic I'm dubbing very soon. I forgot to include that in my updates,
Cool.
but eyes out for that. Twitch.com/ I think it's Mr. Skoringo or Skoringo, and yeah, that's pretty much where you can find me right now.
Cool. Corey, do you have anything you want to like Twitter or anything?
Well, you can probably find me down at the local pub every night. I'm kidding. You can find my music at facebook.com /demoxmusic. You can find me on Twitter at the Doom TV. I say a lot of bullshit on there, and then I share a lot of funny gifs and e-thoughts. YouTube, you can go to Electric Doom. It's kind of a graveyard at this point, but you can go watch all of my old parodies and a really outdated wrestling podcast I did with a bunch of friends of mine that's still really funny to this day. And yeah, I'm just sort of all over the place. You can catch me on Zero streams most of the time.
Yeah.
And one of those streams?
You can catch those streams Tuesday and Thursday, except for next week because of Anime North.
There you go.
There you go.
And because this is going up on my channel, I'm not going to plug Xcaliborg, but Twitter, you know, www./fucking-Twitter. Yeah, anyway,
That's not how a website works,
I know,
Jordan.
exactly. That's the point. Twitter.com/Xcaliborg. That's my. I think it's enter Xcaliborg.
You're either Enter or just Xcaliborg on
I'm
stuff.
pretty sure it's just Xcaliborg. Anyway, I
Yeah,
don't check.
I think it is.
I really don't check, but you guys know where I am. Anyway, besides
except
that,
his,
I don't,
except
I
his
don't use
Pornhub
my
channel,
face.
which is XXXcaliborg.
Yeah. And I don't use my Facebook fan page much anymore, so I just sort of like don't care about that. But if you really want to, it's enter Xcaliborg on Facebook. Just type that in, and it should just come.
Are
up
you
with
going to
me.
make this early access for people on your Patreon or what?
I don't have my Patreon anymore. I cancelled it.
Oh, God damn it.
Yeah, I cancelled my Patreon about 3 months ago on my birthday in February. So yeah, I could speak. The only reason being is because I felt like I wasn't doing enough, and I felt bad for taking people's money, you know, for not doing enough. And even though like everyone was saying, no, don't worry, that's like it's fine, but like I just felt like it wasn't worth.
Well, if he ever reopens his Patreon, you'll probably get early access to this podcast.
Yeah, somehow, even though this will come out probably in the next few days. So it'll be
Yeah.
fine.
Well, not this one specifically. I mean, fucking,
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
God
I-
damn it!
I just work-
Actually,
Oh,
that's-
follow me on Spotify if you want to listen to my fucking music on Spotify. Honestly, that's probably a good thing because like I love my music and people always ask me, "What's this song?" It's usually whatever I'm listening to at the time. So type in Xcaliborg and you'll find me on Spotify and I'll be there. Follow me.
I didn't even know you could do that on Spotify.
Yep, you can because I'm following like 5 of my friends and I can actually see what they're listening to, which is pretty cool.
Oh, you should definitely check mine out just to see how spastic.
I can't
it
figure
seems.
Spotify out.
It's the best.
Okay, Spotify, I used to be iTunes only exclusively, but for some reason my phone does this thing whenever I play a song, the end of the song plays again, and it really annoys me, so I just changed to Spotify. But yeah, anyway, all that aside, thank you for watching or listening to the Very Noise podcast.
I hope you guys have a great day. Make sure you drink.
Week.
Yeah, and a great week. Make sure you drink some water at some point this week.
Yeah.
And do your laundry. That's my advice for the week.
Yeah.
Charles,
Anyone
play us out, buddy.
What does Charles have to do?
You ruined it, Charles.
Wait, what
I
does
gave
Charles
you an
have
out
to do? I'm
to
sorry,
end this
Charles is
podcast.
confused.
Just do this.
Oh,
I gave you an out to end this podcast, and you fucked it up. God damn it!
Zodiac-
Whatever. This has been a very noise podcast. I'm Zeromaster, your noise boy from the north.
I'm
I
Skoringo, your
am
noise.
Xcaliborg, the fucking dude from the south.
I'm Skoringo, the noise boy of the west.
I'm Doom, the noise boy that still hates this gimmick from the east. Zodiac Escobar, play us out.
Thanks for coming to the Noisecast. I really hope that you had a blast. Sorry that the fun had to end. And you know we were just chilling with our buttholes hanging out all in your face. And it's what we do every single fucking week, motherfucker. Yeah, that got really dark really quick. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Bye.